All right, everybody. We're back in here on the square body project. I know it's been a while, but I've been working on some other stuff. Today I actually went to the junkyard and snagged a couple parts off another 77 C10. First and foremost, the most exciting piece, I guess, is the front bumper. And we're gonna need to do a little bit of massaging to this thing, but I think I'm gonna leave it white because I'm gonna have a white strip down it and then a white roof. I don't know. Comment down below if you want. Tell me what you think. But there's that. That's pretty cool. Okay, here I have some more parts. Not too exciting, but got an ashtray because I was missing that. I think we'll try to restore that today. Got a cigarette lighter that ain't never gonna work. I'm never gonna use it, so we'll just have that in there for it to be right. And this. I've only found one website that you can get this. Pretty sure USA One Industries, I think, something like that. But this is the connector from the dash to the windshield. Right there, if you see that little button, there's a little slot that this fits down in and clips onto that for the windshield antenna. I don't know if you can see it, but there's, maybe you'll see it better in here. There is two lines that run up the dash, or sorry, the windshield, and come up to the top here, instead of a more traditional, like little whip that comes out over here or on the back of the cab or wherever they have it. So yeah, that's $36 new, which I find to be a little crazy. So got one. I think today we're gonna test and see if my radio and my speaker works. So we'll get to that then. Back here we have some nicer weather stripping for the doors. What's left of it. And across here, it's less torn up than the one I have, I think. If not, whatever. Just have two then. So, I did get another glove box, and of course it was white, because I thought for some reason mine was messed up and it would just fall out. But it turns out, let's try this. I only had it in on this big lip instead of the smaller one here. Alright, so here is our rocker, cab corner, what's left of it, and our floor at this point. So my dad is going to cut this out, and then I guess we're going to try to get the rocker fitted up first so we can do cab mounts and then the floor instead of trying to do it like the other way around like we did with that side. That was a little not the right way, I guess. All right, you guys just saw me put a couple things in the cab here. We put our ashtray in, and a lighter that I got, not gonna work, whatever, ain't gonna use it. And they had it held up. I don't know if it's got a latching mechanism or something, but it had a magnet to hold it up, whatever. It stayed. So anyhow, now we're gonna put this battery on, or connect the battery at least, so we can test and see if our radio and speakers work, which I think they should, but you never know. Let's try it out. All right, battery's hooked up. Let's turn the key on. Let's see what happens. We got it. All right. I don't want to have it on for too long for copyright and all sorts of stuff, so it works. That's awesome. My glove box, however, did have an issue with the whole knob and latch spinning when I was trying to unlatch it. So I think that was just because this was loose on here, so it wasn't holding it that tight, and it was just kind of rocking back and forth. So I guess we'll put it back together then, and we'll test it. But first, we're gonna clean this thing up a little bit. Got a little bit of surface rust there, a couple scratches, so we'll get that looking a little bit prettier, and then we'll slap it back together and see how it works. Okay, so I had the glove box on a box here, and a cat must have jumped up and knocked it over because it was laying over there. So I think it's fine. It's got dirt and stuff all over it, so I guess we'll try to glass cleaner it, or wipe it off nicely and put it together, I guess. So here it is. I mean, it's not great. It ain't terrible, but you know, I don't really care at this point, so I'm just gonna put it back together and then we'll stick it in the truck. Okay, I'm going to put this latch back in, and I noticed, let's see if it'll focus here, that little tang there. I feel like that would fit in there a little bit better. So I'm gonna take one of the other two that I have apart, look at it, and if it's different, I'll just throw that one in. So it's right and it actually works. All right, I made it alive out of the archives. I got this glove box here. Seems like the latch is in better condition than mine on this glove box. So take that apart and see what it looks like. All right, if we look here, we got the same situation. Nope, there we go. Seems pretty short still, and I think this one's actually even longer and less chewed up. So I think we're gonna run mine and just get this part, this little nut thing, a little tighter. Hopefully that'll stop the issue. All right, next day here. I tested yesterday this wiper motor, and these spin good, and I think it's trying to pump something, but it's making a little bit of a weird noise. So I think maybe we'll try to take this black cover off if we can. Looks like it just fits on there good, so we'll give that a shot. Okay, I got this cover off and I put this back on, and I guess I'm gonna turn the pump on and see what happens, see if it works or whatever. Yeah, see if I can figure anything out. Right, I know it wasn't much footage, but I think I got this to work again because it wasn't spinning, and then I did something and now it's spinning, and it does the latching mechanism thing. So I guess we'll put that cover back on, and I have wipers, so that's cool. All right, it's all back together. It works. So I don't know why they had like a little inline pump or whatever you want to call it. I don't think it was mounted like right here on the fender. So yeah, that works. It must have been like it needs reset or something. I'm not really sure how that works. But yeah, cool. Over in this shop here, we have my hood and welding a brace in. Actually, two braces, I guess. This side was kinked just a hair, so I was pushing on that while he was welding that on. Hopefully that strengthens it up a little bit. Might have to do some massaging later, but next time you'll see me cleaning this stuff up, making this look a little bit better. Maybe work on the fender as well then. Hopefully work some of that out. And also, you might see me with some parts. I think I'm gonna put it in order for jegs. Get some bezels, some trim. What else do I have? Oh, door, like the felt strips for the windows and vent seals so I can rebuild them. I also want to get your visor bracket things, whatever you want to call them, so they're not drooping in front of your eyes. And that'll take care of a couple things. Probably gets a hardware kit. I don't think that's going to be for jegs because I don't think they have it. So have some goodies maybe next time, and yeah. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.